Hello, this is Empowering Moments with Velvet, and this is Velvet. Today I'm bringing you a cooking video, and it's going to be something very, very simple. It's not going to take a lot of time to prepare, and it's just something, it's a dish that I've used to make years and years ago, and I haven't made it in a while. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake some chicken thighs. Now, this particular dish normally calls for chicken breast. And hey guys, I thought I was taking out the chicken breast, but I took out chicken thighs. And so since I did, I'm going to use what I have. But I'm going to take some chicken thighs and I'm going to season it up very, very well. Here are my chicken thighs. I'm using 2 of those. And I'm going to season. These are boneless, skinless thighs. I'm going to season those up with just some salt and some pepper and some chicken seasoning. And then I'm going to add my mozzarella cheese and my provolone cheese. And I'm going to wrap that in some bacon. I have 4 strips of bacon here. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do, I keep bacon grease. How many of you do that? How many of you still do that? I know our grandparents used to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of this bacon grease in the pan. Just so that it will have, the chicken will have a nice bacony flavor all overall. So here's my pan, and I'm going to just kind of spread that through. And I'm going to pull this down so that you can actually see what I'm doing here. 1 second. Okay. All right. So you won't see me, but you can see what I'm doing. So I'm basically just spreading the bacon grease in the pan just to kind of have a good coating there. Okay, so now once we've done that, I'm going to go ahead and season my chicken. And I'm just going to use some salt and pepper. Very, very, just not a lot of seasoning here. You don't have to put a whole bunch of seasoning on everything. And I'm going to use some of the, chicken seasoning there. So I'm seasoning that side. Then I'm going to season the other side. And like I said, this is a very, very quick meal. Wash my hands real good because I just touched that chicken and I want to make sure, even though I took the salt and pepper out of the other containers and put it in these little containers because I do not want to cross-contaminate. So I'm just going to season the other side very quickly and using Himalayan salt on this. And like I said, it's been years since I've made this dish, but when I made it, it turned out perfect. I'm hoping that it does the same thing with the actual chicken thighs. And again, I'm just seasoning. And I like to clean as I go. So I'm going to kind of just wipe down and clean as I go. It's just better for me to wipe everything down and make sure everything is pretty clean. And then, it works for me. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I know you guys, if you don't wash your hands, people will be saying, oh my gosh, you didn't wash your hands. Hands washed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start prepping this. Now, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try to push it back just a little bit, but I don't want to mess up. My camera is so sensitive. So there, I want to put it where you can kind of see what I'm doing here a little bit. So I'm going to put it on the flip side and I'm going to add some cheese, mozzarella cheese in the middle. So I'm basically kind of just adding the cheese. And now some people put cream cheese in theirs and you do as you like. I kind of like it with just the mozzarella cheese and the provolone cheese. And then only because I had some provolone cheese left over from some sandwiches, I'm just going to go ahead and add that because I just need to get rid of it. I just want to get rid of it. And then I'm going to, normally you can just roll it up, you can roll it. And so I'm going to roll it so that the cheese is kind of stuffed in there, and I'm going to roll. And so I've rolled the cheese in there. You can see that. Just rolling that cheese in that chicken thigh. And what's going to seal it is the bacon strips. So now I'm going to take my bacon strips and I'm just going to wrap this in the bacon strips. And that's just going to seal it. And I thought I would need I thought I would need two, but I really don't. And then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to place it open side down in the pan. And I'm going to do it with the other. So actually I only need 2 bacon strips, one for each one. And I'm just going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to wrap it. Just wrapping it. And then I'm just going to seal it open side down in the pan. And there you have it. So let me just kind of show you what I've done. As you can see, I've just kind of wrapped it in there. I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven. And I'm going to bake it for 35 minutes to maybe even an hour. It simply depends on, the doneness of it. So I'm going to go ahead and bake it. I'm going to pause this video, bake this, and then I will be back. Thank you guys. This is Velvet with Empowering Moments. Stay tuned for the finished product. I think you will like it. It's very quick and simple. As you can see, it probably took all of 5 minutes to actually do this. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video and I will be back in a few minutes, maybe an hour. Okay, so I'm back and I thought that I had some fresh, not fresh, but frozen broccoli or cauliflower. I love broccoli. I love cauliflower. I love asparagus, but I didn't have any of that in the freezer. So I'm going to just modify some things. I have plenty of canned goods. So what I'm going to do is I've washed and rinsed off a can of string beans. I've washed them. I've rinsed them off. I've cut up, as you can see, let me see where I'm going to put it so you can see it. I've cut up some peppers, multicolored peppers. And again, I have my salt and peppers, and then I have some garlic. And I'm going to make my version of some homemade. So I've just heated up some oil. And I'm going to go ahead and saute these vegetables. Put this so you can see it. Down a little bit. I'm going to saute these vegetables. Add some salt, some pepper, I'm just going to let that saute a little bit. And I'm just sauteing that, as you can see. It's kind of hard when you just filming by yourself, but I'm going to get, I have all of the filming equipment, but I just got to, get myself into a position where I can set it up. But basically, I'm just sauteing these multicolored peppers. Red peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers, and green peppers. And I'm just kind of making my version of homemade string beans. So let me try to see if you can see that. Can you see that? Okay. I'm going to let that saute for a while. Then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to add in the string beans and some garlic. I'm going to add some garlic and string beans and let that saute. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. I feel like I'm at Amateur Night at the Apollo. The cooking session. I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're ready and we're back. So I just want to quickly show you what the final dinner looks like. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. My camera has been really acting up here lately, but I want to get it to where you could really see this delicious looking plate here. And of course, my camera won't allow me to put it to where I can get that good view. But here is the finished product. Look at that. Look at that. That bacon is so crispy. I don't know if you can see it, but that bacon is so crispy. I'm having camera problems right now. And I took and I made the sauteed string beans with peppers and garlic. But that bacon is some kind of crispy there. I really wish my camera was going to act right, but you know, it never fails when you really want to do something. Things just don't work out, but you know, you press forward anyway. You figure it out, and I'm going to figure this out so that you can see it. I don't know, but here is the finished product. And it looks, and I tasted a piece of the other, and it tastes absolutely marvelous, but it is so good and so tasty. I wish my camera was working properly, but you know, that's life. You deal with it. You roll with the punches. And this is how I'm eating today. This is how I'm eating today. Rolling with the punches. Empowering Moments with Velvet. Please like, share, and comment. Thank you so much, and have a blessed and wonderful day.